Ready for this?
Yep.
Okay. Hi, I'm David Bott. This is my wife Brenda.
Hello.
And we're here today to finally bring you all up to date on the purchase of our 2014 Tiffin Allegro Bus 45 LP model. We basically, as you know, if you followed along with our blog and everything, you know that we had it built, and we were at the facility for the whole entire build process from January
Through mid-March.
Yeah, through mid-March until we finally took delivery of the coach. We actually followed it all the way to Davis and took delivery there, and came right back to Tiffin to have a few things updated. But other than that, we finally took delivery of it, and we want to basically address some questions that people have had over and over again, like is it worth going to the factory and what have you.
I would definitely say it's worth going to the factory. It can be a long process. They start work at 6 a.m., which we are not accustomed to.
No,
but,
be prepared to get up early, that's for sure.
Yes, and sometimes 5 a.m. But it was well worth it in the end. I would definitely build another coach to the point that where we could be at the factory.
Yes. That makes a lot of sense, because being able to build the coach, we were able to see a lot of things that took place during the build process that you normally obviously would never be able to see, like where things are run in the coach and how things are put together. And to somebody who's going to be living in a coach full time like we do now, then knowing that information is just great. I mean, being able to know, how things are put together, where they're run, and
what cables are run where.
Exactly. So that is a great reason for being there, knowing your coach inside and out, literally. The other great thing is that you can actually, and they encourage this at Tiffin, if you see something that you think might be not correct, to let them know.
Yeah.
Because if you see something, they would rather correct it now and make sure it's done, to your satisfaction, or versus having to spend the money with a dealer later and have them have to do it.
Yeah, definitely. If you take the factory tour, then you'll see what we're talking about. You can go right alongside your build. As you see in our videos online.
Yeah, we were there.
Yeah, and you can talk with the employees. They, as David said, they encourage you to point anything out, which we did.
Yeah, you don't want to get in the way. You don't want to get in the way. You don't want to be a nuisance or anything like that. But obviously it is your coach. You spend a lot of money on these, and it's a privilege actually to have Tiffin allow us to be able to do that. And no other manufacturer that we're aware of this level coach or type of company allows for that other than Tiffin. Now, if you were having a Newell built or a Prevost or something like that, I'm sure you can be on site when you're spending that kind of money.
Pay the price of admission.
Yes, exactly. However, in this particular case, you would not expect it, but Tiffin does allow for it, and you just got to be courteous to that effect, that it is a privilege that you're able to be there. And it's how you talk to the people, and
yeah,
it all comes together at the end. You just want to, ask questions, ask the right questions. And if you do see something that you may be concerned with or would like possibly swapped out, because it's not just right, they're very open to that. We were never told no. We were always encouraged. I mean, there are things you have to expect. There are things that you can't have done just because it slows down the production line or what have you. But at the same time, there are things that you can also get done that you normally would not think you could get done.
Yeah.
But we're able to. Now, it's not encouraged, mind you. They are an assembly line. They're not a custom manufacturing company. So they do have to, if it doesn't disrupt their production schedule or their production line, then they're more open to being able to make changes. And of course, those changes do come at a cost.
Yes, by all means, just ask, and a lot of times, as David says, if it doesn't interfere with their schedule, they're more than happy to accommodate.
Right, and as far as coming at a cost, normally if it's a change you want to make, they'll have to run that by the sales department, which is right there locally, the local territory sales reps, and then somebody will come up with a price for that for you, and then you determine from there, if you want to get it done. And once again, that's if it's something that they can do without disrupting the line.
Yes.
So other than that, do you want to be on site for a coach build? Definitely.
Definitely.
If you can. Would we do it again?
Yes.
Definitely, yes. So is it very tiring and time consuming?
and exhausting and frustrating at times. Yeah.
That's a yes. Other than that,
but it was worth it in the end.
It was worth it, and you got to have time to be able to spend to do it. That's for sure. Now, we went through the entire process, and if you haven't done so, you can see the entire build process online, start to finish, in a time-lapse video, which they allowed us to do. So understand the fact that it is, you can be there for just the 13 build days or just a short period. You don't have
just 2 days if you want.
Yeah, you don't have to go through the whole paint process like we did, but we wanted to. We wanted to be part of the experience. We considered it that it was a privilege to do it, like we said, but at the same time, it's great to be able to have that input and to see it. And I would have paid, I shouldn't say this, I would have paid to have the privilege to do it. I mean, of course, give me a t-shirt, give me a jacket, whatever. It was great to be able to be here for the birth of our home, basically, because we do full time, as you're probably aware.
It's like Disneyland for the RVer. You get to go and you get to touch and feel everything that's being put in your coach before it's even in your coach.
Oh, that was fun, trying to hunt for products that go in your coach. And what we mean by that is everything has your build number on it.
Yes.
So 96415, if you saw that was our build number. If that was on the floor somewhere, you knew that went in our coach.
Or in another building. It could be in another building.
Yeah, those parts could be in a totally different building at the time, but somehow they magically appear right before they have to go into the coach.
That's amazing.
It is an amazing dance that they do there to get things coordinated, and that's why you really can't disrupt the line too much. But other than that, we're going to take you inside, and you can see our coach and see how it came out.
Yeah.
And see how we live and where we live now. And other than that, we hope you enjoyed it. And that's our feedback on, yes, you do want to have your coach built. If you're going to have your coach built, I'm sorry,
yes.
Then yes, if you can take the time to do so, be on site. Tiffin was wonderful to work with. This is not a paid endorsement.
Oh,
we paid for our coach, mind you.
By the way, the actual build time from just chassis to a full coach is only 4 days.
Oh yes, that's a good point.
So if you only want to do the actual process of building the coach, that's 4 days. The paint is a whole nother process, and all of the work afterwards.
Yeah, all the finishing and the touch-ups and
lots of inspections.
Yeah, inspections. But yes, Brenda's right. That's a very good point. There's actually really a 4-day window of the main build from station 1 inside the main plant to station 18 where it exits out. And that is, of course, when it's done, it's without paint at that point, and then you got a process of paint and inspections and everything after that.
Yeah.
So, but that's a good point. It's really only a 4-day build, so if you can be there, be there. Come in
Be
early.
there for those 4 days.
But come in early, because you
Yes.
want to come in a few days early so you can go get the lay of the land. Ask your dealer for the build schedule. Davis Motorhome was our dealer. They were wonderful to work with. Tell them we said hi. Sorry. Not that we get anything for it. It's just it's just nice to know that referrals.
Yeah.
It's nice to know that they are getting a referral from us, and we would recommend them. But in any case, we'll take no more of your time on this babbling video here. We did it in one take, mind you.
Yes.
Brenda's not used to this. So we'll see you online, and we'll see you inside. Bye, guys.
Bye.